shadows where the whispers dwell, always trying to unring the bell. The red road calls a path less known, with haunted streets where the eerie winds moan. Creatures lurking just beyond the light, not just tales spun to frighten the night. The masquerade of ghosts, they walk along in this gritty realm. We're all too young. Take the red road, let the spirits unfold. Follow Rez Michael, let the mysteries be told. Through the dark we'll weave into the unknown. With each step we take closer to home.
Welcome back to Road Paranormal, everyone. It's your favorite Rez Michael. Tonight's special guest is a friend of mine. I've known him for about a year and a half now. He's one of the new faces in the paranormal world. He's lightening it up. He's also, I got to say, to get him on here, I had to make an offer that he couldn't refuse. So please bring up Michael Gagliano.
Hey,
it's Mike G. What up, buddy? Yeah. How we doing tonight?
Doing, I'm in like a weird, like, what do they call it? A fugue state.
Okay.
So I had to get injections into my lower spine today, into the joints that connect your spine to your hip.
Okay.
From my injury, but they have to put you under. So I'm still like in like this weird like sedative state, I guess, and I can't take any. I can't take any type of pain medication. I can't even have alcohol.
Man, you're hurting without the fireball, ain't you?
I am. So I'm in a bit of pain, and I'm things are a little like loopy, I guess, but I'm working on it. I got a Cuffy.
There you go.
To help.
Yeah, I know how them injections are. I got 2 rods, 5 screws, and a washer in my lower back. Pre-COVID, nice. every 3 months, I was getting the injections right down at L5S1.
Oh yeah. Were you getting epidurals?
No, they were going in and actually injecting me with the steroids and everything else.
Yeah. So this was a PRP, a platelet, but I also had to have 2 epidurals prior to that to get me to this point. So yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah. Wait till they start doing the radio ablations. They stick them long needles into your nerves and start burning them. Yeah.
Right.
First time I went in, they got a little electronic thing that kind of vibrates you a little bit, so they know they got the right nerve. And you get in there, they vibrate it. No big deal. They start the process, and next thing is my butt cheek's supposed to be hot, and they all freaked out and stopped. They had to go in and they had the wrong nerve. So
wrong nerve.
Yup.
My bad. Oh, what up, Ash?
Hello. So, what do you want to talk about tonight?
Man, there's some really cool stuff going on. I actually had some stuff that I thought would be really cool to talk about for the people that get involved. For example, I talk a lot about like last names, and how they're relative to usually something that you have done in the past, right? Or your family was known for. In other words, if your name was Schumacher, you were probably a shoemaker. If your last name was Smith, you were probably a Smith. So there was usually a way to connect those dots, because so many people in the world, they decided, well, a first name isn't enough, you need a surname.
Right.
And I bring that up because I think there was just an issue in Italy as a whole. I think Italians were just lazy or something. Like, we were like the original like welfare children. Like, we did like nothing. Like, it's so true. Like, my last name is Gagliano, right? And it sounds so awesome, so amazing. Gagliano. This is how they came up with my last name. They show up at our ancestral home, whatever, and they say, "Oh man, yeah, there's a lot of people out there, and we have to give you another name. We have to give you a second name. So just tell us what you do, and that's that. Easy peasy,
Yep.
And the guy goes, "Oh, well, I'm kind of in between jobs right now. I'm not really doing a whole lot." And they said, "Oh, Okay, well, um, you know, were you were you specializing in anything, before being in between jobs? No, no, I'm just trying to figure life out right now. This is kind of where I'm at.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, is this your home? Do you own this home? Oh, this home? No, yeah, no. I literally just moved in. I just got here. It just looked. It was open. It was free. So I just kind of came in
Squatters.
here. Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, all right. Well, I see you've got you got like a bunch of chickens back there. Are those your chickens? Oh, oh, those chickens? Yeah, yeah, those ones back there. Yeah, no, they were just here when I got here, man.
Came with the house. Yeah,
And they said, well, I guess you're just the one who lives near chickens, and that's what Gagliano means. It literally translates to the one who lives near chickens.
Here, I thought it was some kind of mob thing,
Nope, we
No.
literally did nothing. So, and I bring this up because it turns out I am not alone in this. A very, very famous person, Leonardo da Vinci, right?
Vinci,
And
yeah, I know that guy.
yeah, everybody knows Leonardo da Vinci. One of the guys, just he's on a rocket ship compared to especially a lot of other Italians. But he actually did not have a proper last name. Da Vinci literally just means from Vinci. It's the town that he was born in. That's it.
Hey, they did that with the Corleones, huh?
Yeah.
Same thing. Just
So
your new name's Corleone because you're from Corleone.
yeah, hey. So he was born an illegitimate child in 1452, and therefore he had no skill, no family to represent. He was literally just Leonardo from the city of Vinci.
Nice.
It just goes to show you, man. Sometimes you don't have to, you don't have to be royalty.
Right.
It does
I
sound
agree
cool
with
though.
that. I agree with that. Yes, it does.
It does sound
Galliano
cool.
sounds pretty cool too.
What did
Sounds
I
like
just
you're
do?
sounds like you're gonna be hanging out with guys with no necks.
Yes. Oh, there it is. Hey. Okay.
Hey, Marilyn.
But there is there was a famous, see, it's an Italian thing. There was a famous Roman emperor who basically was just a nobody who becomes emperor. Now it gets bad for this guy, but still, um,
What
you
rags
don't.
to riches story ever ends good?
It's true. It's true. So I'm just saying, like, you don't have to be just because maybe you don't have like you go and you do like your family, genealogy, and there's nothing in there. That doesn't mean that you can't be the spark that starts it all.
Yep. Oh, yeah. We can change our stars at any given moment.
That's right. That's right.
The ability. Just got to believe and take a little bit of time to move forward and put your beliefs on that front line.
That's true. Like your last name is what? Resnick?
Nope. Technically, it's Calkins.
Oh, Culkins.
Yep. That's
So
my father's name.
You're with the McCulleys.
Something like that. Kinda. No Mick on it though. But then from the native side, I'm a Bowman. So maybe by that theory, we made bows. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, probably. Yeah. Or maybe these kind of bows.
Right, maybe. I don't know. I don't think we were big on the bow ties back in the day. We had more of the bone chokers.
Oh, that's true. That's fair. That's fair.
We had style and class back then.
And that's important. You got to put the ass in class.
Right. I try to do that every time I go out.
It's true, man. So I'm gonna stick with this theme of like kind of thinking you're gonna do something incredible only to find out like it's already been done. There was a peak in Japan that was actually considered Japan's last unclimbed peak. Its last unclimbed mountain. And they decided to climb it in 1907, right?
Okay.
But when they got to the summit, they discovered at the very top there was a sword and the top of a staff that had shown someone actually had reached it 1,000 years ago. Right.
Nice.
So it's crazy, especially when you think like how nuts the universe is, like we think, yeah, man, we're all alone here on Earth and this is it. But who knows?
No,
Maybe 1 billion years ago, there was other things going on that we don't even know about, man.
I think there is. I think there's things that come that are going to let us know that we're not the only ones here. Think about the creator put just life on this little bitty rock in this vast, huge universe. Come on now. What's the point of that? There's
Yeah.
got to be other things out there.
Well, and if you look at it as just, the Milky Way, which is our galaxy, right? We're in the solar system.
Yep.
Our galaxy is kind of at the edge of the Milky Way, which means, maybe we were created at the beginning of, the galaxy as it expanded.
Out.
But we're only on one little spiral. So Lord knows what's going on in all those other ones and what's being created right in the middle that's still starting off.
Right.
It's very possible that we did not invent the first toaster strudel, guys.
No, we learned it from somebody. That's some advanced stuff there.
It came from Warren X9.
I think so. That's where it's originated.
I think it could have been easily.
We'll have to take a trip there and find out.
Right. Have toaster strudels.
Right. You're getting rich and famous here. I'm sure you can afford a jet to take us out there and back.
Hopefully one day. That's the plan.
Yeah.
It's statistically impossible for there not to be other life in space. Right. I mean, there's got to be.
Yeah, there has to be. I wouldn't be surprised if they came down and told us that we were the big ant farm. We were someone's experiment.
Yeah, maybe. Or we could have been an experiment. We could have been just a game, for all we know. This could have just all be a game. Hey, it'd be hilarious. What do we start off as? Fucking idiots. Let's start off as idiots and see how far we go.
Right.
We don't know. We really don't know. But that's the beauty. It's the same thing with the paranormal and the afterlife, right?
Yeah.
We could claim that we could be experts in something, but the reality is we don't know.
No.
And we probably don't want to truly know, right? It's more about the experience than it is the actual destination.
Yep.
What if the future, past, and present are all happening at the same time? Well,
it's on tape.
Yeah. It technically is, and you could see the future, but you can never go back in the past. No, you could see in the past, you could just never go back there.
Right.
Because everything we see in space, actually everything we see is always already in the past.
Yeah.
Because light has to travel. So even me looking at my screen, looking at the sexual Bobby, there's, a brief, like 1/1,000,000th of a millisecond that passed. So I can only ever see past Rez, not now Rez.
Right.
Which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, everything we do is in the past.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And we can always try to prepare for the future, but you're preparing for the unknown. Anything can happen.
That's true. What is really interesting is that we eat from the front, but we poop from the back.
True.
You prepare for the future by getting rid of the past.
Exactly. Well, we need to put that on a shirt.
Right? Like, how is that not a thing?
Right.
That's incredible.
Hey, if I only knew a guy that had his own T-shirt site. Oh, I do. See,
hey,
balls out.
Nice. Look at that.
Yep.
That's a cool shirt.
Thank you. We'll have to get one sent down to you.
Ooh, I saw a dog.
Yep, that's Robbie.
Hey, Robbie.
Yep, that's my 90-pound pit bull that thinks he owns the world.
That's good. What if sometimes we are communicating from someone or something from the future instead of past people? By past people, do you mean like past gas people?
I'm thinking she's thinking from the other side, like, they're deceased.
Oh, well, I think there's a whole thing with that too, Bobby. I think you can agree with this too. That when it should, the afterlife be a thing, and maybe we are still on the fence about what to do next, be it heaven, hell, uh, maybe it is
Starbucks.
reincarnation, Starbucks, toaster strudels. There could be that time where time itself kind of ceases to have relevancy. It's not that it ceases to exist or that it goes backwards or forwards or flips. It just is no longer relevant to you because time time is something that can only be important to matter, right? It's not really as important to energy because energy never deteriorates, right?
Yep.
But matter does.
You got to remember one thing. Time is a man-made concept. Man-made time. Nothing else did. So I'm pretty sure once you cross over, time is, like you were saying, is irrelevant. So therefore, as a spirit, future, past, present, doesn't matter. You can go wherever you want.
And I think that could also be a trigger to why when we go to certain locations, you see like the woman in black, because to her, that is what was relevant and that's what is still considered fresh to that individual, that spirit, I guess. Or that maybe that's just what they felt is how they get the most attention and that's what they want right now.
Right.
I see a hand.
Yeah, I see that.
Ah!
Gotta watch how things come crawling out of the woodwork around here.
Right?
That's what you get for living in a stone house. All-field stone house. Lots of energy.
Yep, stoner houses.
Maybe. Yeah,
well,
he's stuck on toaster strudel.
Yeah. You spelt it strudels. Okay.
So, for those that don't know, that's your partner with Paired from Normal. Yes. I've seen all season 1. Loved it. But I'm still trying to figure out who's the normal one.
Thank you so much. So who I technically am. I technically am the normal one because when I decided to launch the show, I had never done any type of paranormal investigation, right? It's not that it wasn't interesting. It's not that it just wasn't at the forefront of my mind. But then my dad passed away, and my grandfather passed away, and I thought to myself, man, what if there is nothing? Because that's what my dad had always said. He said, when I'm dead, I'm dead. There's nothing. I'm just dust. And I said, man, what if that's true? Then I'll never get that opportunity to ever have any type of, I guess, cathartic moment with that being ever again, right?
Right.
So I said, well, maybe I need to do a little bit of research, maybe just find some insight. But the issue is, like, I tried watching like the Zach Bagans, take the ring to Mordor. Everything's a demon. Everything's
I'm always
scary.
getting affected.
Yeah.
Cut and run, man, as soon as I hear a little pin drop.
Right? I was like, man, if that's what it's like, I don't want that. I don't want to think that's what the afterlife is. Skyler. But I said, so I want to go in and I just want to be myself. I want to show people that you can literally just be you and have your own sojourn. You know what I mean? It's if you think about it, the afterlife is kind of like the end, the grand ending to your Iliad, I guess.
See, me, I believe it's a new beginning.
A nude beginning? I mean, you
it could be. Just don't be making no bacon in the kitchen. Then it could hurt.
Right.
But yeah, I believe.
But I think new beginning is a great idea.
I really do because when you cross over, that's a whole new life that you're going to experience. It's just your experience on the other side.
That's true. That's true. And so, like, I mean, you're Native. You've got Native American.
Yes, sir.
And you. So, I mean,
I'm actually Native American, not Native American by injection.
Okay,
Let's
okay,
clear that.
perfect. That's
Okay.
smart. So when how have who just said that? I missed that one. Sorry.
It went down too quick.
Oh, how have I been? I've suffered through probably the worst adult month of my life since my injury, but I made it through. I just had some back injections, so I'm hurting a little bit, but I'm here with my homie, nude with toaster strudels if we get lucky.
Nice.
But like, do you think? I mean, like we spend so much time putting like tradition, right? Like
Yep.
into Native American, or if you're, Italian into the mob or whatever. But I mean, the goal is new beginnings, right? Like you had
Yep.
mentioned. So I mean, at what point do you think that honoring that past is fruitless or frivolous or?
Well, I think we need to honor those that came before us, but still find your own path.
Yeah.
So, for my example, both my parents were ministers in the spiritualist religion. They're both mediums. And what I'm doing today, I blend everything with nowadays culture, the tools, the techniques. So, from my beginnings, both with my parents and also with my heritage, it's completely different than how they would have done it.
Right.
I'm doing my own path. So, yeah.
Christy.
So yeah, you gotta, do your own thing and still pay homage to where you come from. Don't live in the past, but remember the past. Don't forget it, otherwise it'll repeat itself.
So do you believe in reincarnation? I guess, do you believe that you get another life?
I do. I believe once you pass on, that what's going to happen is you're going to have two choices: either to be reincarnated and come back through the veil of forgetfulness, or stay on the other side and finish doing your work. But when you do it there, you have all the knowledge you need to complete your work. It's a little bit harder because you got to have a trade off there.
Yeah.
It's easier here, but you have to find the knowledge to do it. Over there, you have the knowledge. It's harder to do.
Do you think that could also be like how we wind up with like special ed type people, is maybe like they pass and they're just not paying attention, so they just speak too fast, and instead of saying reincarnated, they said retarded,
Maybe.
and they go, okay, well,
Who says they're not more advanced than us? We just don't know how to
that's
lock
true.
into what their stuff is.
The
I
past has
actually,
already happened. The future hasn't happened yet.
you know,
We all live in the present. It's called the present because it's a gift. Could very well be.
nice, nice. I like that way that sounds. I know from firsthand. I have two children with autism,
Yep.
and they are brighter than most. In
Yeah.
some areas they're a little off. And the way I describe it, they're wired differently than us.
Yeah.
But in other areas, they're smarter than geniuses.
It's true. Some modalities think all of your lives are happening all at once. Right now,
Yes, there's a lot
that's a
that
whole
believe that.
there's a whole parallel realities thing that I could get carried away on.
Right? Somewhere
But
there's a rich, good-looking Rez around here somewhere. You
man,
know,
all
but
humans are on the autism spectrum. That's true.
yeah, yeah.
I might be on the spectrum, but spices still hurt my rectum.
Just remember, normal's a setting on a washing machine.
That's it. It really is. But so that was actually the whole reason why I decided to do, pair with the normal, was to just show that you could be your weird, goofy self,
Hmm.
and that can be your normal. You know what I mean? Just be
Yeah,
your normal, be you, and do what you want to do to experience or to find out what comes next. So it's good for you. So you're not afraid of everything. I mean, you go and you look at any movies regarding the afterlife, it's either got to be horrifically sad or just straight horror, right?
yeah,
And it makes you start to wonder or question, what on earth what on earth am I living for in the end, right?
yeah.
So I just want to show people that it doesn't need to. You're gonna have those moments. Like don't misinterpret that. You're going to have those scary moments, and you're going to have people that stick around, entities that stick around because they don't want to move on. I truly believe that. They don't either
I think some are scared to move on.
very much so. And I think that comes down to to me, the entire reason why we exist is to create self-worth. I think our whole means of existence is to discover what worthy is, because that determines what comes next.
We got the banner.
We are human beings having a human experience.
Yes, we are.
Well, we are, but we're also a lot more than that, right? We can't just limit ourselves to just being a human meat sack, Who's to say we haven't lived in other types of bodies before? That's just what's going on right now.
Yep. Yep. See, we put the disclaimer up. Shenanigans can start now. We just got the approval, the green light.
There it is. Woo!
Yeah. See, once they put that banner up, they're no longer liable for anything that comes out of our mouths that we spewed out.
Yeah. Entertainment only, yes.
Yes, we are. We put the two of us together, but I never know what you're going to get.
Right.
We're trying to behave right now just for the network, but behind closed doors, whoo-wee.
Well, I mean, that's the issue, especially when you talk about things from a philosophical point of view, that you are talking about things that one cannot truly be considered an expert in. You know what I mean?
Right. There is no experts in the paranormal. There's no
There-
experts in the afterlife.
No.
You're not even professionals. You can act in a professional manner.
Yeah.
But you can do all the research and study you want, but until you make that transition yourself, that's all speculation.
Yeah. And I try to tell people, I'm not a paranormal investigator. There are people that do that want to investigate. I'm a paranormal entertainer. You know what I mean? I am just truly there to entertain you. I want to let you have some of my experience. I want you to be able to laugh at me and kind of take some of that edge off of, maybe that dreaded feeling that might be creeping up on you, especially if you're dealing with something you're going through with a loved one right now that maybe is, slowly working on that transition, or might be, and you gotta, you gotta find the good with the bad, I guess. I'll have a purpose in life. I agree that.
Yep.
Some people never find it. That's true. Well, you two wrote a whole song about it. They still haven't found what they're looking for.
Right.
Which is good music. That's
once in a while. I'm not big on YouTube. Yeah. Cries around a little too much. That's besides the point. So, even though the humor and the comedy, even spirits like to be entertained that way. I was in an undisclosed location a few weeks ago with some friends of mine, and it was kind of dead down in the basement. So I started cracking some jokes. I'm cracking native jokes, all right?
Yeah.
I'm not racist. I hate everybody equally. That's the point. And the equipment starts going off after I start cracking jokes. It was silent up to then. And the one joke, the millimeter went off so hard for so long, it destroyed the battery.
Wow, really? Sorry, my dog is being a jerk. She
What's up, little one?
absolutely
I got
needs
mine
to
right
be
over
here.
here. Come here, Robbie. Look.
Oh my goodness.
That's our fur
Do you see that,
babies.
puppers? Do you see that puppy right there?
See, there's a puppy right there. Oh, you
my
want
goodness.
kisses? I don't want kisses. Oh, better move the Roku remote before you turn something on. All right.
But it's true. Sometimes when you get into a location, you start bringing in something that they're not used to, they can definitely react.
Yeah. Do you mind? No making out. Racist guy.
Okay.
So yeah, right. And also by laughter, you're raising the energy.
Yeah.
So by doing that, you're putting that energy out into the air, into the location. It's
That's
more
fair.
for them to draw from.
Yeah.
Yes, manifestation. Yep, manifest what you want. You gotta feel it, believe it, all the way through to your core.
That's what I call Black Friday at Walmart. Man infestation.
Yeah, a couple of fingers here and there. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah.
Grab and go. I got stuck on a drive-by at work the other night. Someone walked by and just right across the keister. I was at the bar. Didn't know who. Uh-oh. It's just me. I lost everyone. What happened? Well, guys, I don't know what happened.
He'll be back.
We got Glenn. Glenn will come and save the day, right?
I'll come say he'll be back. He probably hit the button wrong.
Yep, that guy.
Christy, they are funny. They are. And I get to sit in the background and just laugh.
Well, thank you. I hope everyone's enjoying tonight's show. Even though we're having technical difficulties. You shocked me with the banner now. I wasn't expecting to see that come up tonight.
Well, you know what? I kind of, honestly, here goes Mike. I forgot the banner, and Lee warned me and
he's back.
Me. So he's back. All
right, no, it was a warning. Keep your boys in line, she's saying.
Oh, did we say something naughty?
No.
We're talking about the disclaimer banner, having to put it up.
And Lee, I usually remember, but Lee had to remind me. So thank
you. Love you, Lee.
Yeah, you're good.
Smart.
Right. You never know what kind of shenanigans we're into.
I'm known for being naughty, I guess, so that's okay.
Yeah. See me?
Oh,
I behave myself.
I can't hear you now.
Oh, great. Now he's deaf.
Can you hear me?
Can you understand the words that come out of my mouth?
At all. Dang it. I don't know what I did.
Unmute yourself.
Hello, Morgan.
Let me find something to write on. Can you hear me yet?
My mic's unmuted, but I still can't hear nothing.
Oh.
I got nothing, McMuffin.
Try going back out and come back.
I'll try to leave, come back in.
Get out of here, I tell you. Come back, though. I don't know, guys. I really don't know what's going on here, this guy. I'm telling you. We give him a nice, simple show. Throw him a softball, and this is what we get. Hey, I love him. What's up, Nate? Hey, man, can't wait to come see you in October, buddy.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. We're no longer part of a Verizon commercial.
Woo!
All right.
I remember those commercials. I remember those. That was about the same time as the $5 footlong.
Yep.
Which also is not a good thing.
Could be fun.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
So,
sure, we'll just blame Glenn for everything, right?
Yeah.
That's what Nate's saying. Nate's a
hello, Bree.
What up?
So, what's your take on serial killers? Do you think they were always like serial killers in like previous lives?
No.
And that's why they're like so good at it?
No, I think there's something that twisted them. Some kind of moment that just unhinged them.
Like, I mean, like in that exact life, or like in lives prior, maybe?
No, I'm thinking in the current life that they're a serial killer. But that's something that I'd like to, maybe we could go down that rabbit hole sometime on an investigation. We can find somewhere where there is actual known to be a serial killer's spirit or residue left over, see if we can interact and go from there.
That's true, Ash.
I don't necessarily believe that they're born evil, because even the environment that I grew up in, I had pretty nice for a while, but then I was in the streets. All right. And the things that we did to survive.
Sure.
And you look at me now, so.
Yeah, you're very small.
Yeah, I know. First time in my life I've ever been tiny.
Yeah, but it's because I can't expand my screen. I don't know what's going on. It's tiny.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Technology challenge.
I thought that was pretty interesting. That abnormal brains. Yeah, it could
very well could be.
But for all we know, like, what if, so like if reincarnation is the thing, what if like, Jack the Ripper is John Wayne Gacy? What if they share the same inhabitants, of being?
What if it's just an addiction, just like any other addiction, like an alcoholic or a drug addict? It's their way of getting off, and because you have addictions of all kinds. Not
Imagine
just
if
drugs and alcohol. You have, addictions of sex or porn, addiction to buying. Some women have shoe addictions.
That's
They
true.
got to have 50 million pairs of shoes on with 2 feet.
If he was addicted to the gym, his name would have been Adolf Hitler. But no, you know.
Who's Jim? Never heard of him before.
Yeah, right. He wasn't around back then.
Oh, okay.
It's true though, right?
Was
You never know, right? You never know what's gonna like. I always wonder, like, what if some people's lives are so hard because their last few lives, like maybe they didn't make it that far. You know what I mean? To
right?
get that experience, like they accidentally electrocute themselves, they accidentally fall off a horse, or they get shot, or they die of dysentery, like the Oregon Trail.
Right.
And all while they were young, so they never get a chance to become an adult, so they don't know what that adult life is like.
Could be. What if, like in your past life, say if you were a killer, you come back now, what if the roles are reversed on you? You have to be the one of the survivors who had lost someone and feel the survivor's pain that you caused on another soul.
Right? Oh yeah, sure. Well, yeah, like the shoe on the other foot type deal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That would roll into a lot of beliefs in karma.
And it could be the same thing with aliens. What if that's a shoe on the other foot? What if aliens were of the human variety first?
Yeah.
And they're just coming back to check to see how we're cultivating, for all we know.
Could be.
And maybe that's why we're so scared, is maybe we were where they were at one point.
Right.
But the roles are reversed.
Yeah. Very well. Very well.
We don't know, folks. We don't know.
The further you go into this field, you'll think you'll get answers, and you'll end up with more questions.
And that's true.
There's rabbit holes everywhere, guys. Hey, Kimmy.
Oh, so we had talked about a little bit about like pasts being attached to your DNA, things like that. Did you know that Edward Norton is related to Pocahontas?
Really?
Pocahontas is a genealogy chart proves that Pocahontas is the 12th great grandmother of Edward Norton. How wild is that?
Right? And see, one of the actors I actually enjoyed all the time. Maybe it's because of his heritage and didn't even know it.
Had no clue.
Right.
And Yoda. Everybody knows Yoda, right?
I love Yoda.
Yoda's
even
great.
Baby Yoda.
Did you know they actually there was a Yoda-like creature drawn in the 14th century, 500 years ago?
Interesting.
Yes. And so the whole thing is they think that they were trying to give it like a surreal image to like this what could have potentially been like a monk. But they don't know, because it's only ever been in one text, one time, and then that's it. It just unknowingly and unwittingly, and it looks just like Yoda with the robe on, with the ears hanging out. It's crazy.
One hell of a master, I tell you.
Right? 500 years ago. 500 years ago.
Well, you think back, there's beliefs that, we had minotaurs and everything else on this planet, and we do have the study of cryptozoology nowadays. So what says that these things weren't around back then? Who says that, these things are more ancient than the human race?
Yeah, like who's say? Oh, do you believe in what do they call astrology?
I don't know much about astrology. I really don't, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
I look up, I see the stars.
Mercury is in like retrograde, or or a planet has Gatorade, or
as long as we don't go back to the 80s, we'll be good. I like to forget the 80s.
Yeah, I just it makes you curious. Do the other stars or planets, do they have an effect on how we, I guess, feel or perceive, or how we
Well,
evolve?
that's a very good possibility, considering statistically, I believe when we have a full moon, police departments are way more active,
It's
and it
true.
seems to be the bars, they get a little bit crazier.
Oh yeah, if I show my full moon to a bar, it gets out of control.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to see mine. It's blue.
But
Blue moon.
it's true, right? Because if that does somehow play a part, but it's also interesting in the fact that I think a lot of when astrology was created, they didn't know what the stars were.
Right.
They couldn't say they were planets or they were suns or they were nebulas or pulsars or quasars or black holes, right?
Yep.
So they were just like little points in the sky that were just this mysterious thing.
Yep. In our culture, we thought that they are our ancestors, and that's one of our beliefs that our ancestors ascend to the stars, to the skies, and they watch over us.
That's true. Well, of course, at the same time, are there the ones that we can't see? Would those be the ancestors for the black people?
Maybe.
Not
I
to be
don't know.
racist. I'm not trying to bring that in.
Right.
But we don't know.
Yeah.
But because I mean, but it is really interesting, guys. I've got my Sagittarius hat on. That's what this is. And I'm trying to.
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo, okay?
Yep,
I'm trying to learn more about it. Oh, at the Dino Museum. They all went extinct in 1900. Okay. In 1991. Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty incredible.
I remember 91.
Let's see here.
One hell of a party.
I was in the 4th grade. I was at Albert B. Edwards in the 4th grade with
Let's see.
dinosaurs.
91.
Apparently.
I was in junior high. So I got a few years on you.
Yeah, you got a few.
Yep.
All humans have a percentage of. That's true. No, they do. Yeah, right.
Yep.
I think actually they do say the first human existence they believe started in Africa.
Yep.
Right?
Cradle of life.
And honestly, your actual color is literally just a melanin thing. It's literally just whether or not you were exposed to more sun or less sun, just kind of whatever your body needed at the time. So that's why I hate the whole racist thing. It's stupid.
Yep. We got to love everyone equally.
Or hate them equally, right?
Right.
As long as it's equal.
Exactly. I have grandchildren that are black and white mixed. I have children who are Mexican and Italians. I was married to a white woman, so I'm the last thing you can call racist. I even have, colored tattoo ink and colored TVs. So I like.
There you go. Bada boom. Which used to mean older. Let's see. My death is in the 8th house. I don't even know what that means. How many houses do you have?
Right? Are you rich? Why don't you,
you have too many houses.
Right. You got 8 houses. You can afford
What's your mortgages like?
They got to be paid for.
I would hope so. Do you have to pay taxes every year? We do all bleed red.
Yes,
but
we do.
The Homo sapiens, that's the other thing too, is they know for a fact that the Homo sapiens are just the ones that made it. There were, 6 different Homo classes.
Yep.
There was a lot of homos, but that sounds terrible, but I don't know what the hell of them are. But there were a lot, and then there's also talk about there being giants.
Yeah.
Right, that were here. I don't know what Homo erectus. I don't know
Homo erectus, one of them.
Maybe
that wasn't the giants, but
no.
Yeah, they've supposedly had found skeletons over the years of these giants, but our government keeps it quiet for whatever reason.
Well, what about other governments?
Right. We gotta get over and get into their information.
Yeah.
Just like I want to know what's underneath the Sphinx.
There's 12 houses in astrology. It all goes by your year, month, time, and place. to understand your astrology life cycle. Yeah, but wouldn't you like, because there's like 8 billion of us now, isn't there like at least like 50 other people with the exact same year, month, time, place as me? Like, would I
Right.
lose my ability to be special because there's so many
No,
of us now?
no, I think it's just they put you in a class. I think you'd find a lot of people like yourself in that class.
Oh, that true, yeah.
Yeah.
And, and we are working on season 2. Season 2 is it's been submitted. They're working on it right
Yay!
now with Beacon. So that's really cool. And yeah, my first season has officially been launched on Tubi, which is awesome. We're
Nice.
super stoked for that.
Happy for that for you.
Yeah, man,
Congratulations.
that's great. Our birth chart. Yeah, but I mean, like, I was born December 3rd, 1982. There's got to be like a million people born on December 3rd, 1982, right? And I
Right.
was born at like 1:40 in the morning. There's probably like
Oh, place of birth.
100,000.
Place of birth, she's also mentioned. So that narrows it down a little bit because I'm sure there wasn't that many on the day you were born at the exact same hospital or if you were born at home.
Yeah, I was born in a hospital. But I
Mhm.
mean, my mom was the only one there trying to give birth, I guess.
Right.
Right? Giants still exist today.
Oh, hear that vicious thing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Get him,
Somebody just
get him,
knocked
get
on my
him.
door. We'll have to get somebody to answer it because I'm not
Right.
going to.
Right. Let's see. It has to be exact time, date, place of birth, and zodiac.
Oh, it has to be. Okay. Well, but I mean, like, there's 8 billion. Like, that's a lot.
Right. You know, I'd be willing to let someone do that for me, check into that. Because I've never really done much with, any of the zodiacs or astrology or any of that. So if there's anyone out there who wants to do a chart for me, let me know and we'll get together.
That's the truth. Actually, Louis, when my dad passed away, he's just in an urn with my stepmother, I guess. So I actually made him a stone. He has a stone at Lambeau Field, and usually every other year I go out and visit it.
Yep. Well,
Oh, yes.
when you do go out to visit next, we're gonna have to get together because that's only 50 miles away from me.
Heck yeah, man. That'd be great. Yeah, I love Green Bay. I do want to get down there. I want to try to get down there this year. It's tough, just with the injury, it's
Mhm.
taken pretty much every of the money. So I'm
I
just
hear
trying
you.
to keep
You know,
going, and one day everything will work out, man. You just got to keep positive, unless it's AIDS, of course. But
yeah, I know. Always want to be negative on that one.
yeah, that's one that's good to be negative. Your
Right.
full name will give you your astrological birth number.
Really?
What does that mean? Like, is my birth number like
Can I like
5?
call myself or something?
Yeah, what is that? What is a birth number? Can I get it tattooed?
I could tattoo it for you.
Yours was very accurate. Once they broke it down to where I could understand it, of course, I had to Google some things. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, there's
Yeah.
what, like thousands of years been put into this bad boy as to what astrology is.
Right. They do say that, you hold all your lifetimes in your DNA. So now, if you have all the information from astrology and you have all the information from your DNA,
Oops.
will they match up?
Right. Oh, you're 4 hours away from Green Bay. That's not bad. Keep on keeping on, Joe Dirt. Yep.
Yep.
Dang.
I agree.
My full name, birth number is 5. So wait, so 5. It could just be 5. How wild is that? I
Right?
just randomly said 5.
Yeah.
I
Now,
assumed it.
when she shows up on the shows, I'm not going to call her Chris. She'll be like, hey, 5.
What a 5? High 5.
Yeah, there you go. I'm surprised we've been behaving ourselves as this much in the show.
Yeah.
We've really been on our best behavior.
I am tired from the stupid sedation I had earlier today. Even with I tried some caffeine, but nothing. I'm like literally like a foggy haze.
Yeah, no caffeine in me today.
No.
No, I've been
Do you
trying.
normally drink caffeine or no?
Over the last 6 weeks or so, I've been trying to cut it down.
Nice.
Maybe 1 or 2 caffeinated drinks a week, if that.
What about smoking? You gonna quit smoking?
Yeah, one of these days. When
Wait,
they go ahead.
How does caffeine? So you like caffeine? You're like, no way, man. But smoking, you're like, no, I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Well, it keeps me from strangling certain people.
So does caffeine, technically.
No, caffeine just kept me awake.
Oh, okay, that's so fair. It's a little different.
Yeah, but if they legalize something else
Not
around
yet, but
here,
I will. But he already knows.
Would.
Yeah. Yes, I will be at the Broadhead Ball, which is going to happen in Broadhead, Wisconsin, which we were just there, in fact.
Broadhead Manor.
And that is on June 6th, which is cool. I get to get down there, do that bad boy. There's going to be an investigation they're going to be doing there, too. I think there's a VIP investigation. Unfortunately, with Vince Keelan, I think, but that's okay. Nobody's perfect.
I haven't worked with him yet. I met him.
He's a great guy, man. He's a great guy.
I met him at the Rock Down last year, and he walked around all week and called me Oos. What up, Oos?
What up, Oos?
Oos.
Oh, yeah.
Usos.
Yeah, Chat GPT.
Okay.
Maybe.
Let AI know more about us then.
Yeah. I don't know. ChatGPT convinced somebody to drink mercury and killed them. So I don't know. I trust ChatGPT.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Silly AIs.
OSHA saved a lot of people through the years. ChatGPT can take them out now.
Right. Yeah.
We need to get rid of OSHA. Get some of the people. Ooh, excuse me. Some of those out there.
Yeah. So yeah, but I do have the beard brawl after that. I will prior to that actually is the Cajun Country Paracon. That's I think the 9th and 10th. So I'll be there in April 9th and 10th is Cajun Country, which is in Louisiana. After that is the very, very incredible Booze on the Battleship. It's going to be like a 2-3 day event. It is going to be incredible. The rooms there aren't too bad. It's like $400. You can get your room for like 3-4 days. It's a couple $100 for the ticket, but you get everything included on it. It is so incredible. I really hope that we get some people down there for that because Booze on the Battleship in North Carolina, Wilmington, for the actual USS North Carolina is going to be incredible.
Yep.
Wisconsin Beard Brawl, that is the June 6th. And then from June 12th to June 20th, I will be cleaning millionaires' cars on a rally for 9 days straight. After
I went in on that.
That's going to be not this. In fact, what you don't know is I did a 20-hour drive straight to try to get home in time. And then the next day, I got a call saying that they needed me for a rally, like immediately. So I literally just got home on Sunday. And then today is my shot. So I've just been, I'm beat up right now.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, man. Rock Island Roadhouse will be coming up. We've got Maine Paracon, Underworld Culture Con. I'll be at those. Gettysburg Battlefield Bash in July. I'll be there for
one
that
I want to go to.
That's incredible. I made it. My first year was awesome. I didn't get to make it the second year because I was still in the hospital, but I'm hoping to make it this year. No hospital. Go from there.
Yep, got to keep you out of that hospital, especially out of the white coats.
Yes.
No more hug me jackets, right?
Don't want those.
No.
They're not easy to get out of.
No, but it is possible.
Mm-hmm. Anything's possible with enough poop.
Right. Just lube it on
up. Let's see. The Battlefield Bash. I'm trying to think of it. I think there was a war in there. Like the Sun or something. But that was about it. I don't remember there being there wasn't like a big Warren exhibit or anything.
Right.
Which I know some people are on the fence on the Warrens and stuff like that, but it's cool to see. And either way, they do have some really cool stuff. Padded rooms can be fun. I agree.
Yep, I agree. You know, I remember the first time they put me in one, they came a half hour later. You ready to come out? No, I just found my friends. They left me in there for a while.
This is a great bounce house.
Right. You know, I had a jacket, the whole works.
Yeah.
Except for when your nose starts to itch. Then that gets kind of annoying.
Right. Not great.
No.
No.
You know, the walls are too smooth to scratch on.
So true.
So, now we're getting close to the end of the hour. If you had the opportunity to go on an investigation anywhere in the world, where would you go?
You know, I'd like to tell you that I always think of the same place, but I don't. I always changes. Like at first, I thought, man, it'd be really great to investigate. Vlad's castle. The Dracula thing, which I still think would be cool. And then, the Egyptian pyramids. I mean, that would be great if you could find a way to get like underneath them. Because they did the whole LiDAR thing, and they discovered there could be more. Something about John's Aphis. I'll reach from there. Yeah, exactly. It's history. Yeah, it's history. But lately, I've been kind of digging. So there's a huge underground catacombs in Paris that I would absolutely love to just get in and like spend days down there. You know what I mean? Just traversing, experiencing what it was like way back.
I could get down with that.
I would love to go to Dracula's castle. I really would.
Yep, Dracula's castle would be pretty cool.
Because he was such a normal person until he reached 40 and literally flipped his lid when there was an invasion. And he just flipped his ever-loving lid. So it's a pretty interesting juxtaposition to, oh yeah, he was a great guy, to he's easily one of the most evil, notorious men known to the planet.
Right. Yep. So.
And Chernobyl, man, who would not want to go to Chernobyl? I mean, I know there's radiation is a thing, but I would love. The only issue is I couldn't get past all because they have a dog problem, and I'd want to take them all home.
Right. But, they have like third eyes or like 5 legs or anything like that.
They've actually started turning blue.
I thought that was down in Texas.
Yeah, it's the truth. Not only that, they've discovered a black type of mold in Chernobyl that has been eating the radiation. So there's like some weird, crazy things going on there. Da-na-na.
Right. Sounds like that puppy is tearing somebody up.
Oh yeah, they're playing. My little puppy, my new baby dachshund, is playing with my miniature schnauzer, and they are having a blast.
Okay, I used to have one of them, miniature schnauzers with when I was married.
Yeah, he's great. His name was Fozzie Bear, because obviously, as you can see, I love the Muppets.
Right.
That speaker up there.
Yeah. Jim Henson was amazing. That mind that he had and what he created.
It's true. Louis, it's do the dog's eyes glow? Not that I know of. However, I do know after Chernobyl, the forest glowed for quite some time at night.
Yeah.
I don't think it does anymore, but it did for a while.
Yeah, just nightlight saving electricity.
Boom. Right? Yeah. I mean, so I would really love to see that. And I would like to visit. It's this. I think they call it the. I don't know, they like the Devil's Pit or something along those lines. So, Russia made a drilling hole. They mined down, straight down. I want to say they went like 10 miles or something underground, and it got to the point where they capped it because A, it was too hot, and B, they were hearing sounds.
Yep. Yeah, actually, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Me neither, but I would love to just go there and see that. Just to uncap it real quick.
Right.
Spiders have adapted in Chernobyl. Yeah, see, like it's crazy to see that dogs can only see certain colors like blue, red, and yellow.
Yeah.
Kind of like me.
Right.
Well, actually, I have an issue with rats. That's my problem.
Do you hear the puppies? Is that what you're sniffing around for?
He's like, what is that?
All right. Well, this has been a blast, my friend. We do have to start cutting short because we're coming up to the hour. We've hit the hour mark. So if anyone wants to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
Find me on Facebook, Michael Gagliano. You could find me on Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to work on kind of building that up. It's literally just junk.mcgee, MCGEE. I know it sounds weird, but prior to when I first got onto Facebook, I guess in 2008, my name is always forever was Junk McGee. So I've always been known as Junk. So if anybody says, "Hey, Junk," I'll be like, "Oh, what up?" I'll know that's you're referring to yours truly.
Okay. I'll have to remember that now.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm a McGee. That
Are you
was
really?
my mother's maiden name.
No way. How cool is
So
that?
So Janice wrote a song about me called Bobby McGee.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, see?
That's awesome, dude.
All right. Well, we're going to jump off here. I hope you all had a great night. Go ahead and hit Mike up on Facebook if you are already friends with him. He's a great guy. Other than that, tune in next week. See who's our next guest. Take us away, Gwen.